Join me as I dive into Trump's terrible day and try to break down the bad news for the former president ahead of 2024. It's been a wild ride for Donald Trump lately, with new developments emerging daily that could have a significant impact on his 2024 campaign. From legal battles to declining public support, it's clear that Trump is facing an uphill climb. Trump's biggest challenge right now is the looming legal threats that are closing in on him. The January 6 committee is still investigating his role in the Capitol riot, and there are whispers of potential criminal charges down the line. On top of that, his legal team is still fighting to keep his tax returns private, which could lead to even more bad press. And let's not forget about the defamation lawsuit from Stormy Daniels, which is still making its way through the courts. But legal issues aside, Trump's biggest problem might be his own popularity, or lack thereof. Poll after poll is showing that his approval ratings are tanking, even among his own base. It seems like the more time he spends out of office, the more people are starting to see him for who he really is. And that's not exactly a recipe for electoral success. Adding to his woes is the fact that many high-profile Republicans are starting to distance themselves from him. In recent weeks, we've seen everyone from Ted Cruz to Mitch McConnell making subtle digs at Trump's divisive rhetoric and questionable leadership style. It's clear that the party is trying to move on from his divisive era, and that's got to be a major blow to Trump's ego. Experts are saying that Trump's biggest mistake right now is his refusal to adapt to changing times. He's still stuck in 2016 mode, touting the same old border wall and fake news rhetoric that worked back then but is falling flat today. And that's not even getting into his bizarre obsession with windmills and vegan burgers. It's like he's trying to be a relic of the past, rather than a viable candidate for the future. But one particular incident that's got everyone talking is the recent report that Trump's own campaign staffers are starting to abandon ship. According to insiders, morale is at an all-time low, with many feeling like they're fighting a losing battle. And when your own team doesn't believe in you, that's a major red flag. Public reaction has been overwhelmingly negative, with many calling for Trump to just throw in the towel already. Social media is filled with memes and jokes at his expense, and even conservative pundits are starting to turn on him. It's clear that Trump's brand of divisive rhetoric and petty Twitter feuds just aren't resonating with voters the way they used to. One expert put it bluntly, saying that Trump's biggest problem is that he's out of touch with reality. Ouch. And public opinion seems to agree, with a recent poll showing that a whopping 60% of Americans think Trump should just retire already. But the worst news for Trump might be the recent court ruling that could decimate his chances of winning in 2024. According to experts, the ruling could potentially disqualify Trump from running due to his alleged involvement in the January 6 riot. Talk about a game changer. Make no mistake, this is a major blow to Trump's campaign, and it's hard to see how he can recover from this. His legal team is already scrambling to appeal the decision, but it's clear that the writing is on the wall. So what does this mean for the 2024 election landscape? Well, for starters, it looks like Trump's chances of winning are slim to none. And that's got to be music to the ears of Democrats everywhere. Before I go, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Trump's latest struggles? Do you think he can recover, or is it game over for the former president? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out my previous video on election predictions. It's a must-see. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.